today is just another bonus stream. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one. We're just going to finish up some things. Goals are as follows. Get through the Itto event, and if the Itto event ends up being a lot shorter than I expected, we might just do some other stuff to fill the time. There is a large world quest we could start, but I do not want to start it in this stream. Mainly, just want to get my stuff out of the way. And then maybe we'll do some dailies in chat. And then a lot of that will get edited out, probably in post. And then we'll switch games. That's the agenda for the day. Also, Twitch drops are enabled, and if you want to know when I'm going to go live with more bonus streams like this, the best way to do that would be to join my Discord. Whenever I'm about to go live on a day that I don't have scheduled on my streaming schedule, that's where I let people know. Sheets and Sodor, that's the name of the channel. Give it a look. Alright. So we basically have not a lot of time to keep finishing this Itto event. And I'll probably log in and do my dailies at a separate time. I did do some of the event off stream, so this will be a little bit shorter. I mainly just did all the collecting things, so all you really ended up missing was me taking some photos of cats and dogs, including my stereotypical designated obligated visiting of the sits next to cat at Wangsheng funeral parlor lady. And then we had to collect some plants. It was pretty simple. I haven't turned in any of these, but I did complete them all. So since we did that first, let's just go turn all of these in. Should be straightforward. The stage is going to look a lot more vibrant with all of these things collected. I wonder how much of the stage we have to complete in order to progress the actual story.
Hello. Would you like...
Not now. I'll practice music in a bit.
Oh, really? You've got
You
the
guys
things
can watch
from
me
the
be
list?
bad at music again.
Great. I'll take those. Thanks so much.
So we can give this and this, which means all that's left on the to-do list is anyone can rock and roll more than just wild. Alright, so we got some background setting and some banners. This is starting to look a lot more like a venue. It's going to be a real shame that this isn't going to be here all that long. Oh, that's cool. That makes progress towards that. It's going to make doing my dailies a lot easier. Alright. Now we've got 4 out of 6 of the venue decorations. So all that's left is Meeting of Melodies, Meeting of Melodies. Those are the last ones we want to do. But let's start out with me being bad at music. Oh, these aren't all unlocked yet. Last one unlocks tomorrow. So we did Lustrous Trick, Serenza Fantasia. It's time for Rex Incognito. Oh, we actually do have to talk to you. Okay.
Hello.
So a little
Would you
bit
like
of
to
a
practice some
musical
music?
interlude at the start.
Great. I've been looking for...
I could do the highest difficulty, but I don't want to. Because this is already plenty my speed. I'm barely getting 70% on this difficulty. Ah. Almost there. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 da. Okay. I'm in the rhythm. In the rhythm. Okay. Ah. Almost fucked that up. Almost fucked that up. Here's where the song picks up. This is a land of gods and monsters. Oh god, there's double notes. Eh. Ah. My screen is too big. I actually have to look so far to one side or the other. When having a big monitor is a disadvantage. Now we're just at the part where Zhongli's talking, so the song doesn't have much left. Damn, that one last note by itself is long enough to get a combo. 87! Ah, I could have done that on a higher difficulty. Luckily, we don't have to do it on the higher difficulties to get all the rewards for the tied to the event specifically. We only need to do it on at least that. Oh, any last words? One of my favorites. I have a feeling this one will actually be kind of difficult. Ba, 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 ba. So for those who don't know, I actually play in the Hall of the Mountain King in a lot of the background of a lot of my videos. And Hu Tao's theme is actually a modern rendition of that using traditional Chinese instruments. Which is why I've always liked her track. Fucking messed that one up. Fuck, I'm doing terrible. Your theme is also just really short. There we go. Almost there. I did really bad on this, which is kind of sad. Only did 2750. Barely got the max rank there. Still, Any Last Words is one of my favorites. And I even use it sometime. I use both this version as well as the original by In the Hall of the Mountain King by Grieg is in the background of some of my videos. If you want to see those videos, just look at my React content. I always put background music in to fill in the dead space. Now, this is another one that I really like. Nouvelette's theme is so good. It's one of the longer ones, though. I think it's like 2.5 minutes. Whereas, like, Hu Tao's theme is like a minute 40. This one's going to be slow to start, but it's probably going to be really nutty. Oh, there's no the organ part. We're just starting at this quiet part. We're actually starting in the middle of this track. That's kind of interesting. It's all long notes. Oh. This is kind of hard to keep up and talk at the same time. I'm really having to pay attention. So they cut the opening part of this where all the people are talking out of it. Missed one. We got 2,700 already. The little quiet part with Farina. And then the ominous foreshadowing of the narwhal. Wow, we beat 3K. I keep saying I'm bad at this, but I'm honestly not that bad.
Hello. Would you like to practice? Great.
Whatever you say, Marco. I used to play a lot of Guitar Hero when I was younger. I can only play on like up to the medium difficulty, but I'm just not really used to this control scheme, so I don't really know the full limit of my skills. And I'd rather not just jump into a song on the highest difficulty. If I'm really desperate for upgrade materials, maybe at the end, we'll consider doing these on the harder difficulties, but I'll probably do that off stream. There's like 2 difficulties above this. I don't know if I can do whatever this one and only difficulty is. I kind of expect it to be crazy. Farina's track is pretty good. Especially with the vocals at the end. I wish more tracks had vocals. I wonder if they'll cut the vocals out of this one, though. Because these versions seem to be edited slightly like we saw with Nouvelettes that we just did. This is surprisingly easy. Nothing crazy with switch-ups or changes. I feel like this should have been one of the earlier ones instead of Lustrous Trick. La 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 la. They're leaving the vocals in for this part. I kind of expected more notes on this difficulty. Nouvelettes was much harder than this. I can actually talk and focus at the same time. That's how easy this is. I'm running out of things to actually say. Because this is actually a surprisingly long song. Now we're at the segment where she's doing her weird camera setting thing. We're getting close to the end, though. Maybe they think it's hard just because of the number of notes, because of how long this is. Oops. Ah! I got content and put my finger on the wrong button. I almost ended up getting 100%. slide note at the end. I thought we were done. Discantius. Oh, there's a difficulty higher. I didn't even know there was. I guess 3 stars makes sense. Yeah, we're not getting 3 stars on everything. Yeah, we're getting all our festive tickets. Alright. That's another check off the list, and that also gives me some progress on the battle pass, too. Nice, that actually completes all the commissions, too. This is probably the furthest I've ever been along in the battle pass. I might actually finish it this time. Never finished the battle pass in Genshin because it's honestly kind of tedious. You really do have to like log in at least 4 days a week to do it. Alright. Here's our free Goro. Now, I still, to this day, don't know how to get Goro's Ascension materials. You know, they should be giving out free ambers at events, because there's, like, no way to get her. Like, I don't even know how you get to this boss over here. Where even is it? Yeah, here it is. Perpetual mechanical array. How do you even get here? Or here, for that matter. Is there like a world quest I'm missing? Oh, is that it? Interesting. Maybe we'll do that at the end of this. Because I've been putting it off for fucking forever. I also still haven't done the world quest that turns out the lightning on Tatarasuna Island. But hey, we've been 19 minutes here. We played like 3 songs. But now it's time for some more meeting of melodies to see how tone deaf I am. I'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. Music festival, you say? Thank you. I do confess to being in the habit of collecting radiant spinning crystals. Oh, then you must have a really enjoy, right? You're serious musical types. Not really? Well, there's this one tune. For you. Here we go. I wonder who recorded this. Yeah, I can't tell what that is. It's very appropriate that we are ka-ching right now. Alright, let's start with this. Alright, next bar. Alright. Next bar. Yeah, that sounds right. And then the last bar. Alright. Looks like we first tried it. We nailed that. Clear sky over Leeway. Man, minute and a half. We speedrun that. And that brings you back memories. Reminds me of how when I was young, I would wake up early and attend calligraphy classes in my teacher's place. I was so early that it was still dark out. Terribly frightening. Are they acknowledging that they can hear the background music in the game? Fortunately, I would pass by the house of my old granny. She could often hear this song drifting out from her home. Give me a sense of peace. I take it back. As funny as that would be. Why do I hear boss music? The dear old lady probably isn't with us anymore, but I've also grown and I'm no longer afraid of the dark. In any case, I've given some serious consideration. While I do love to agree, I'm going to be tough to find some time-honored store like ours on short notice. I recommend someone else to you who might be attend instead. Shigu Antiques boss, Linlong. She doesn't even open in the daytime, and you can either find her sleeping or wandering the streets. I reckon she has free time to help. Regardless of that, thank you for letting me hear that song again. Hope your musical venture goes well. Alright, who's next? This ain't your daddy's Iridescence tour. Complete evening breeze. So yeah, Linlong. Welcome to my humble shop. I have some new items, yada yada. Maybe later. An invitation? Isn't it a date? This is about a musical exchange. By the way, do you have any songs that you like? We can play them for you. Just to show you we're legit, you know? Let's see, I do have something in mind. I'll hum you a play. Alright, give it a go. I'm listening. Oh, above the sea of clouds. I pulled a Chi-Chi. I didn't have... Unfortunately, I have never lost 50-50 to Chi-Chi or to Kaching, and because I stream all of my pulls, that's documented, and I can verify that with evidence. My Chi-Chi and Kaching were always pulled off standard banner. I kind of wish I would lose more 50-50s to Kaching, because I want her constellations. Yeah, that sounds good. And then... okay, that's... yeah, that's definitely, I was right the first time. Last bar. Messed one up. Got two right. Which one was wrong? Is it this one? Two of the notes sounded very the same to me. So it's not the Omega looking symbol. So it's Do. There we go. 235. That one was a little bit harder. Some of the notes sounded very similar. My dear guest, it would be an exaggeration to compare your performance to an adeptal hymn. That was an adeptal hymn. When I was just starting in this line of work, I went to Minland to purchase some ancient jade. On the way there, I heard music coming from Qingyun Peak. I was so enraptured that I wondered if I might be music from the Adepti themselves. You know? Thank you. Never thought I'd get the opportunity to hear it again. As for the music festival, I must say that I wouldn't call myself any kind of music enthusiast. I simply happen to like this tune. So forgive me, I must decline. Allow me, from lips of Tibet gossips, I believe Mingxin's Jewelry's boss, Xingxi, is closest fan of music. Perhaps you could ask her. But not at least I wish her the best of luck in the festival. What's the matter? A lot of people have become interested in Liwei's history recently, and many of them have been coming to my store's books. In the past, I would have had half a year to sell a few copies of the auction as Guardian Depth Dive, so I had to stop importing these obscure history books. After recent events happened there, people from all over come here and purchase history texts. These past few days have been full of customers who specifically wanted books containing Rex Lapis's stories. Who knows if they really love reading, or if they're just looking to inject a bit of spice into their daily chatter. Due to the surge of demand, I have almost no time to attend some of the special orders that we got to from old customers. Finally found time to put together the books, so 2 customers wanted in, but too busy to leave the store at the moment. Could you help me send a copy of Versus Equilibrium to Uncle Chan? And this copy of Rex Incognito 4 to Gentry Dion. Yeah, I'll do it. Thank you so much. Sure they'll be growing impatient by now. After all, they placed their orders a long time ago and I've only gotten around to putting these orders together. With so many customers all of a sudden, I barely know how to keep up. Words worth their weight in Mora. Well, that clears up the quest. Here's the order you placed with Jifeng. The 4th volume of Rex Incarnate, I placed this order eons ago. Why has it tarried until now? See, first edition. Why, no wonder it took so long. To think, I assumed Jifeng had forgotten about my book amid all the other customers. Thank you for delivering this book to me, youngster. So she hadn't, because it's a first edition, he knows that she didn't forget. She just hasn't been able to get around to delivering it. Because if she actually had forgotten, the first edition probably would have been sold, because he probably pre-ordered that book. And I haven't talked to Uncle Tian since Yolan's character quest. Is the order you placed with Jifeng? The what now? Ah, yes, I believe I ordered a copy of Versus Equilibrium in the Wanwen bookstore. Indeed, this is a book I wanted. I was beginning to think Jifeng might have forgotten about my order. With all the other customers and all. But if it's here now, then it's good. Binding is fairly good as well. Conscientious as always, that Jifeng. Thank you, youngster. I'll take this with me for now. All this guy does is fish anymore. He's retired. They should just give his job to Yolan. It's about those 2 books? Yes, I have. Managed to stay open all this time due to the support of our longtime customers. Once more, these customers are true lovers of books. I gladden them greatly. Just 3 good ones. Thanks so much for your help, traveler. Please take this as compensation for your efforts. If you should ever wish to purchase books, feel free to approach me. Alright, words worth their weight in Mora. Alright, now let's get back to our musical quest line. I'd like you to attend a music festival. Music festival, you say, you know, I actually met my husband because of a song. Quite the coincidence, eh? Ooh, which song was it? I bet we could play it for you. We're super serious about music. In that case, could you play it? If I were to hum the tune, I'll give it a go. Alright. Le souvenir avec le crépuscule. I think that's, oh god, they all sound the same on the horn. I think this is the main Fontaine theme. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, got it right first try. Fun fact, I've played two instruments. I play violin and trumpet. I mean, I did learn the recorder in elementary school, but I cannot remember a single note, how to play a single note on it. The trumpet I probably remember the most vividly because there's only 3 buttons, so the combinations are a little bit easier. I would often go to cafes of a sorry passage to read. When I heard this song one day, I asked the barista what it was called. They didn't know, but a large fellow having some cake nearby told me that it was named Le Souvenir avec la Crépuscule, and yeah, later on he became my husband. He was at the cafe meeting with his friends from a literary club back then. How nostalgic, we were all so young. Alright, your music festival. I fear I shan't be able to attend, but if needed I can get my husband to go. He's been fiddling some old books that haven't been selling well all day. I haven't been able to dissuade him from doing so. But I'm sure the cultural exchanges would be of interest to him. Go ask him and bring some souvenirs along he can give out to boot. Neat. I guess we'll get to meet your husband then. So let's go do that real quick. Dvorak.
Hello. Would you like to Oh, really? You...
Alright. King, the Harbor's prime purveyor of literary lore. Is that you, Dan? Oh my, you've heard so much about you from Fong Fong. You have me at a disadvantage, sir. Ah, right, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Long King. Fong Fong is one bookhouse's Ji Fong. She's my wife, you see. She is one who told me about this event. I don't know much about rock and roll, but Fong Fong says that we should support the latest cultural trends, so here I am. Brought some free cultural products as well. I got snapped up in a heartbeat. Heh, if only I'd known I'd have brought more. She also asked me to thank you for the invitation. She has not been so busy, she would have come down herself, I'm sure of it. Hope you'll enjoy yourself here too. Okay. I guess since we're here, let's check the signboard. Read the second letter. Tried a different approach today. We unexpectedly yielded some relevant information. During the war, the International Trade Association had an organization registered with it that specialized in pet treatment trade known as the Puppy Union. Its symbol happens to be a dog wearing a bamboo hat. Not that this proves anything alone. I found 2 other suspicious things. One, after the war, the Puppet Union very quickly canceled its registration. Two, the Puppet Union's event funding went through at least 6 layers of transfers. Quite suspicious. I'll continue investigating. Third letter. Well. Wasn't this quite the day? I tried to investigate the people who had dealings with the Puppet Union as much as I could and found 2 main hidden sources of funding. One is the Foreign Trade Association. In fact, the union could be considered a subsidiary of the former. You may not be aware of the particulars regarding the said union, but they closely are connected to Sangonomiya. This second source is more interesting still. You'd never guess it's Komori Tea House. And of course, the Yashiro Commission isn't far behind the curtain. A fascinating turn of events, no? Sangonomiya and the Yashiro Commission. I wonder what your little secret is. I have my guesses, but I'll need evidence to prove it. Details of deals regarding pets. We should have records of such things at the police station. I'll get in touch with Yokiriko Owada. Hazel's getting close to figuring it out. He's about to figure out that the dog at Komori Tea House is the dog of legend. So we've already read Hazel's. We've read the TCG buddy Ayato. Toma's message. Yoimiya. Sorry, my bad. I actually received your letter quite a while ago, but choosing the fireworks proved kind of tricky. I wasn't familiar with the route, so there were some delays. That said, when I got here, I thought everything was going great. The atmosphere is electric, the scenery is beautiful. I'm going to have a good long look around. Hope the fireworks will fit in well with your gang's rock and roll festival. Alright, now we have message from the ramen buddy. Well, Sir Arataki, I didn't think you'd remember little old me, your ramen buddy. I've since spent many nights considering how I might express my thanks. See that standing sign over there? Yes, that's right, your beloved Miss Hina. It was a last-minute decision, and I spent quite a hefty sum on this one. You wouldn't disappoint me by not placing it in the most conspicuous of locations, such as that Miss Hina might be right on full display for the people of Watatsumi Island in all her glory, would you? God damn it, Miko. I see what you're up to here. Man, I hate that lady. So here's all the gifts we got. Komori Tea House signboard. Free tea breaks courtesy of Komori Tea House. Please enjoy to your heart's content. Please do not touch the Dharma. It's not a staff member. I know that Goro is the one that's helping orchestrate this event. I'm sure he's going to have some things to say about that.
I can't grow taller.
Been there. Been there. Dharma. It's time to do more meeting of melodies, I guess. Final one. Complete the Ballad of First Light. Oh, we're going to Mondstadt now. It's a music festival and there's no Venti. So it only makes sense that we'd at least talk to Venti. At some point. I don't know why I didn't immediately think about Venti. Imagine if there's people that had food items as their essential materials. Chicken mushroom skewers. Uh, Charles. What'll it be today? I'd like to invite you to attend a music festival. You coming with an invitation? What's the occasion? Hey, Master DeLuke decided to give me the day off. No, this is about a musical exchange taking place in Inazuma. If there's a song you'd like, we can play it for you right now. Song I like, you say. I do remember the head housemaid of Adelaide hosting several small family concerts. That's the fucking cannibal lady, right? They played a song at this gathering, so I'm quite like. I'll do my best to hum it for you. Alright, I'll give it a go. Dawn Winery theme. Also known as Green Sleeves, for those who don't know. It's basically just a rendition of Green Sleeves. Bum 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 bum. Oh wow, there's 5 on this. Or there's 4. There's just 2 each measure. That sounds ish, right? Is that right? Nice, first try. Greensleeves is a really good piece, and I think it's a contender for like one of the oldest pieces of music that we have in collective human history. So it is a public domain piece for people who are curious. Very impressive. In fact, I should recommend Adeline that you commission to play the next such family event. As for your invitation, to be honest, I was just ready to agree the moment you finish your performance, but I'm not sure I'd want to ask Master DeLuke for a day off over something this trivial. After all, he'd agree without hesitation. How about this then? I'll send you a token of support for your festival. Will that do? So he'll be sending several crates of wine? I doubt everyone who'll be attending the festival will be of drinking age. As such, I'll give you some decorative banners instead. We got them stocked in the winery warehouse, and I'll believe they'll come in quite handy. Don't worry, you won't have to fetch them yourselves. I'll have some of our traders deliver it directly. Just consider it the angel's share. Now, I actually learned from Ashikai video, the angel's share is a turn from wineries where they would let a certain amount of the wine evaporate from the barrels, and that was the angel's share, which is why the bar is named that, which is kind of neat to know. Alright, second movement. Are we going to, what's her name, Mary Jane? Looks like Flora is the last one we'll talk to. Measury. Music festival? Didn't we just hold one in the Windbloom Festival? This one taking place in Inazuma Measury. It's a serious musical exchange. If you got any tunes you'd like, we can play it for you right here and now. Let me think. Well, I don't remember this one's name, but could you try to play it if I were just to hum the tune? I'll give it a go. Oh, that'd be grand. Ripples of Daydream. I don't remember this one. When they give me three very different sounding notes, it's very easy. Okay. That sounds right. No, I think do is the right. Alright, last one. Alright, first try. I don't know what Ripples of Daydream plays during. It sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Is it like the Cider Lake theme, or just like one of the areas? It's been so long since I've explored a lot of them. So gentle, just the way I remember it. My dad used to play this one for me on the harmonica when we were on our way back from Springvale. Oh, that's the Springvale theme. He said the tune represented Springvale itself, and that's where Dad grew up. Shame my grandfather would pass before I was ever born. Thanks for playing that music. You know what? I've decided I should spend a bit more time with my dad. He's an adventurer, so he tends to spend time out in the field. So if you don't mind, I'll have to go to give this festival a pass, but if there's another opportunity, I'll come, and I'll drag him along as well. And then we passed Flora, so that's the last one we talked to. Welcome to Floral Whisper. Is there a music event going on in the city? I'm only familiar with flowers, though, not music. Nah, this one's taking place in Inazuma, and it's totally fine if you don't know how much about music. All you need to do, right, if there's a tune you like, yada yada yada. Do you have something in mind? Name escapes me. Let's give it a go. Oh, I know this one. For Riddles for Wonders. No, definitely that one. Sumeru's music is really good. Bam ba-dum bum 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 ba. Bum bum ba da 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 do 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 do. Under a minute. God, we're good. My confidence just keeps soaring. You're great. This is even better than when Mr. Saeed plays it. He performed this one for us last Windbloom Festival, saying it was a traditional song from Sumeru. Donna said it sounded terrible compared to Master Deluxe playing, though. Well, I've made up my mind. The flowers need care every day, and Inazuma's pretty far away, so I'm afraid I can't go. Thanks for the music, though. It was lovely. On that note, I'll offer you a special price if you need flowers for your festival. Alright. And that's the last decoration we need to give to Dvorak. We got some banners from the Angel Share. Angel Share is a really good name for a pub. Just saying.
Hello. Would you like to practice?
Maybe another time.
Oh, really? You've got the things from the list? Great. I'll take those. Thanks so much.
Alright, that's everything on the list. Got flowers and banners.
Thank you both so much. At last, everything on the list is done. I'm afraid I still have some final preparations to make, but I'll see you tomorrow. Then the party can begin.
The Iridescent Arataki force has started. Oh, it's the Iridescent Arataki. Wait till the next day, 14 to 16. Alright, it's time for the Paimon clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Oh, now I have clocky stuck in my head. Tick tock! Very blatant Mickey Mouse-ish character. I mean, Mickey Mouse is in the public domain too, now that you think about it.
Oh, compadres, you're here! Hey, serious props to you both. This place looks amazing. Even better than I'd imagined.
It looks pretty good to start with, to be honest. I'm amazed they got the stage built on this precarious place.
Everything looks perfect. We're ready for business. Traveler, Paimon, you have our thanks. Guys, why so serious? That ain't rock and roll, man.
Hey, look at that. My favorite melon's a fast learner. Also, I hear you're gonna be taking the stage tonight. Whoa, itching for a little competition, huh?
Paimon was just joking. Seriously, Dvorak? Unbelievable.
Nice. Called her out.
Getting cold feet? Ah, don't blame ya. I am the reigning champion of the great sing-along, after all.
Oh, Paimon, backing down from a challenge ain't very rock and roll. Come on, Paimon, you can beat Itto. Anyone can beat Itto.
Oh,
I just can't beat Itto when he's using
Paimon totally thinks so too.
Shinobi's TCG deck, because her deck is kind of good. You think so? Because Paimon totally thinks so too.
Then bring it on.
He thinks card backs are the key to his victory, though, so...
Paimon's bringing it all the way home! Ha!
Oh, by the way, did you ever find that dog?
We hit a complete dead end. Goro said he didn't know anything. Mamoru and the guys asked around the city, but no luck there either.
Really? Goro didn't know anything. That's surprising to me.
What if it really is in Tenshukaku? Is that why we can't find it?
Oh, no, don't go poking around Tenshukaku again. You'll give Kujo-Sara a migraine.
That might be good for her.
Couldn't agree more. If I bother her too much, I'll end up getting struck by lightning.
I wish I could disappear the text, because that would be a good thumbnail for this video.
So that's why this time, I kept my distance and just threw some paper notes towards Tenshukaku. Hopefully, the Raiden Shogun sees them and hands the dog over.
I did joke that Raiden Shogun might show up to this event, because she does have an interest in the culture now. But, dear God, why?
Wait, what? You're still taking a big risk there. It looks like Doshin Shikanoin was right. It's probably just a local legend after all.
Well, let's hope not, because that would really suck. Wish I had more time to look into it, but unfortunately, this guy's got a performance to practice for.
He's gonna be in jail before this event ends, isn't he?
Now don't forget, there's lyrics and music scores in the jam zone, so no wussing out tonight.
Big talk from a big man.
Don't get too cocky, bullchecker.
Oh.
We'll see who's rock and roll.
Game on, Mini Melon.
Just me, or is Paimon bigger than she used to be? It's just my imagination, I'm assuming.
Oh, Paimon better get some practice in at the jam zone soon. No way is Paimon gonna lose to Itto!
Oh, by the way, we invited a ton of people this time, including some people you know. A few have already shown up, and they're asking about you. Wanna go say hi?
Like Sayu over there sleeping?
Cool, yeah, let's go see them. Paimon's curious to find out who you invited.
I still think it's funny that Kuki is like dressed like a ninja, and she's like one of the only characters we know isn't affiliated with the Shimatsuban. Oh, he's just right over there.
Hey, Traveler, some of your...
Meet your friends at the celebration. Oh, Yoimiya and Toba are over here. Let's start with them. We'll save Heizo for last, since he's on his investigative journey.
Oh, you're a real trooper, Yoimiya. This must be one of the furthest places you've ever delivered to.
I promised Itto that I'd supply fireworks for his festival. I wasn't about to go back on my word.
Hey, Toma, Yoimiya.
Traveler, Paimon! Cool, you're here too!
It's been too long. The last time we ran into you was in Sumeru, weirdly enough.
Well, looks like I owe the Arataki gang a huge thank you. If they weren't putting on this event, who knows when I would have gotten to see you next.
You hear that? In case it was too subtle for you, Toma's complaining that you guys never make time to come and visit your old pals.
I actually do visit the Kamisatos quite often.
Ah, that's true. Obviously, traveling's very important to you, but you gotta take a break every once in a while. Just remember that you've got friends out there that would love nothing more than the chance to make you feel looked after.
Actually, last time we've seen you was the event with the sword fighting event tournament with we talked to you briefly during that, if I remember right. Means a lot.
Of course! Oh, I heard this really cool thing I gotta share with you guys! So, Itto says that the theme of his music festival comes from a story about a dog that saved animals in the war zone. How amazing is that?
Yes.
What do you know about this dog, Toma? Everyone knows how well connected you are.
Toma probably knows all.
For once, not much, I'm afraid.
Really?
I guess my connections are one key canine short.
Oh, he's fucking lying through his teeth.
But assuming this really happened, I feel like Watatsumi Island would have had to be involved. This is a dog who managed to sneak in and out of a war zone, repeatedly, without leaving a trail for anyone to follow. Whatever the case, it would have needed someone to help cover its tracks. As far as I know, the Shogun's army doesn't do that kind of thing.
So you're saying it was the Sangonomiya troops? They had a specially trained dog for rescuing critters from the battlefield?
Unfortunately, Goro says he doesn't know anything, so it probably wasn't them. We could ask Kokomi next.
Sounds kind of far-fetched if you ask me. Do we really think Sangonomiya's forces had enough manpower to fight a full-scale war and run a canine wildlife rescue operation on the side?
Oh, my chair's all stuck. Hang on. There we go.
Okay, well if it wasn't Sangonomiya's side, it must have been the Shogunate.
Right. So, in my view, it's more likely that Mr. Dvorak simply made the story up as something to capture people's imaginations.
But he didn't make it up. It's something he heard.
I mean, he's an artist, right? Isn't rock music about expressing things we don't fully understand?
It's not Dvorak. Dvorak heard about it from Itto.
Kind of like fireworks in a way. Don't question it, just feel it.
Yeah, that sort of makes sense. That makes you an artist too, Yoimiya. Fireworks are
Who
your
was saying she
art.
wasn't an artist?
I'll take it. And on that note, boy, do I have an art show for you tonight. Make sure you don't miss it. Sounds like you know a few things.
Art? Me? Does knitting sweaters count?
Absolutely. Knitting is totally an art form.
I couldn't agree more.
Just Not a very rock and roll one, I guess. I don't think I'll be doing any knitting tonight.
I wonder if he knit his own outfit, because it looks pretty damn good if he did.
With that attitude, you could, knit sweaters with rock and roll in big letters, then get everyone to wear them.
Good idea. I'll look into it next time.
Alright. Oh, Goro's here too. They're just looking at this stupid cutout. Oh, has this been updated? Hang on. No fourth letter.
This Miss Hina looks very familiar. Even the outfit.
Oh, you don't know who that is? Oh, God.
I was thinking the same thing, Your Excellency, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Goro, surely you don't know.
She really is the spitting image.
Of who?
Goro, Kokumi, hey!
Oh, hello, you two. It's been a while.
I'm so happy to see you again. I was just asking Shinobu if she knew where you were.
This is a nice surprise. Paimon didn't expect to run into you two at an Arataki gang music festival.
I hear that Goro helped secure the venue.
Oh, I barely did anything. A reader for my That's Life column was asking for advice about it, so I figured I'd help out. Turned out the reader in question was Mr. Arataki Itto. Her Excellency was also very supportive of the whole thing.
An international rock and roll music festival sounded like a good way to attract tourists. And it's to bring attention to the plight of living things, right? Seems like a meaningful cause.
Yeah, apparently it has something to do with a dog that was a war hero? Although sadly probably not a true story. Have either of you heard anything about that?
Oh, you know, bits and pieces. Nothing concrete.
Yeah, no, me neither.
We actually just saw Goro at the potion event, now that I think about it.
Those
That was like, what, like a week ago?
suspiciously,
2 weeks ago?
prepared answers.
Probably because we've answered that question before. Mr. Arataki Itto came to ask us about it a while back. We'd certainly love to help if we can.
And we actually saw Kokumi not too long ago either at the Bottle Land event, which was last year's summer event, which actually was about close to a year from now ago. Because the next summer event's coming up in like August, right? That's only a few months away.
Yes, of course. Actually, I was hoping to ask for your opinion on something.
Sure, what is it?
Does Miss Hina look familiar to you at all? I have this strange feeling like I've seen her somewhere before.
Oh,
I feel like I've met her before, but
you don't remember where?
she probably just looks similar to someone you know. Like how the Traveler looks similar to his sister. There's no mystery here, don't overthink it.
why are we keeping this a secret?
Ah, I see. Well, that does make sense.
Traveler, let's get out of here.
Who could it be?
Oh, she knows. She definitely knows. Hey Zo, what's up?
There you are. I sent you some letters a few days ago. Have they shown up yet?
Yeah, I read them.
Ooh, does this mean you figured it out?
I've made some progress, but I'm still missing the final piece of the puzzle.
So what did you learn?
I don't have anything conclusive yet, but I have a hunch that it involved both the Yashiro Commission and Sangonomiya.
What? You mean like in cahoots during the war?
We already knew they were in cahoots during the war, Paimon. We were like in cahoots with both of them.
Shh. Like I said, it's just a hunch. Let's not get carried away. Anyway, I've written to the station, and they shouldn't take too long to get back to me. Yuriki Owada should be able to help find what I need. In the meantime, you'll just have to be patient. I would have gone back to the station to look into it myself, but I knew Itto was performing tonight, and I didn't want to miss it.
You know who else is performing tonight? Paimon!
Oh, wow. Sounds like I'm in for a real treat. I definitely picked the right place to be tonight.
I still haven't done Hazel's hangout either. There's so many hangouts that we still need to do.
Will the traveler's long-serving voice finally graduate from speech to song in a triumphant victory over the Oni rocker of Hanamizaka?
They don't call her flying rock and roll fuel for nothing.
I'll be awaiting with bated breath.
Cut it out, both of you! No more stupid nicknames! Paimon didn't realize so many people we know would be here. Better get practicing or tonight could be super embarrassing.
Go to the jam zone.
What if Madame Kujo-Sar is the one who got my letter? No, surely she wouldn't intentionally ignore it.
Looks like Sarah's gonna show up after all, huh?
Come on, let's head to the jam zone. Hey, Mr. Dvorak, you're still here!
Sure am. I've been checking over the equipment, scores, and lyric sheets to make sure everything's ready for tonight.
Alright.
Shinobu was telling me how popular light novels are here in Inazuma, so I've tweaked the melody and lyrics for a more Arataki gang feel with a light novel twist.
Really?
Light novels plus rock music, so... light rock!
Is that what light rock is? Am I missing something?
I actually didn't change too much. Just took out the dog and made it about Onikabuto instead. Should be more up Itto's alley. This event couldn't have happened without him. It's my way of showing him some appreciation, I guess.
What? You got rid of the dog? But wasn't that the whole inspiration behind the festival?
Yes, but that's all it was. The initial inspiration. Doesn't matter if we change it to an Onikabuto, or you, or me, or anything else. It's the spirit of it that counts.
Spirit? What do you mean?
The spirit of rock and roll?
Okay, should have seen that coming.
Yeah, you probably should have. Think people have been getting too hyper-focused on the dog story?
It's all about the music, my friends. Just enjoy the music. That's all that matters.
Fair enough. Alright, well, speaking of enjoying music, is it alright if Paimon goes first? Paimon's gotta get practicing or Bullchucker's gonna hog the spotlight tonight.
By all means, be my guest. I knew you'd come around to the idea of going on stage.
Yeah, no doubt it was your fault, though.
Here's the music score and lyrics. I can't wait to see this.
Whew, let's see now. What's this song called? I got reincarnated as an Onikabuto and flipped the world upside down?
That is a long name for a song title. That being said, I plan on playing another game soon called Gensokyo Odyssey, and one of the tracks on the soundtrack is... What is a skeleton doing here? Wait, don't make that the title of the song.
What sort of song title is that? Is this supposed to be rock and roll?
Light novel twist, Paimon.
Soft rock, actually.
Soft rock. I gotta see these lyrics.
You can hear them tonight when Paimon sings the song. Paimon's gonna rock so hard, Bullchucker won't know what hit him.
So we got Hu Tao performing at Lantern Rite a year ago. Now we're gonna get to see Paimon perform at this event. This is gonna be fun. Alright, music lovers take their showcasing on the stage. Whoops ring out and the crowd gets wilder. Before you know it, the moment has arrived. There he is, Dvorak.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a night to celebrate, and I trust you're all having a wonderful time.
This Iridescence tour, we're gonna get to see it in every location. It'll probably hit Mondstadt next. Now, Mondstadt had a music festival recently. Maybe we'll get it in Natlan. That'll be cool.
It's been a non-stop rock and roll ride this evening, and we're almost at the end. But first, it is my huge honor to invite two very special guests to the stage.
Itto and Paimon.
The illustrious Mr. Arataki Itto and Miss Paimon.
Hi.
The two of them will be performing a brand new song written specially for tonight's event. It's called I Got Reincarnated as an Onikabuto and Flipped the World Upside Down.
It doesn't get any better the more you say it.
Take it away.
Alright, is it a cutscene? Do we get to see a cutscene, or are we gonna just cut past it and pretend we didn't hear anything? Oh no, there's a cutscene. Oh god. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. It kind of gives me one of those love song vibes from like those old like dramas. Wow. I already knew that Itto's voice actor could sing, but damn, he's killing it up there. Ooh, Paimon's actually not too half bad either. Damn, the show stealer. God damn. I'm crying. This is beautiful. It's so stupid and I love it. I can't wait to look at the compilations where they show this in Korean and Japanese. People say the English VA in this game is bad, and I don't know who you people are, but you are crazy. Hey, look at Hazel thinking right there. Why am I doing this? After an exhilarating song to end the night, many people begin to leave. You and your friends approach the stage to congratulate the two rock stars. That was great. I really enjoyed that way more than I thought I would.
So that's rock music, huh? It's a little different than I imagined.
That was soft rock, actually.
Really? It's different from what I'd heard before. Could be a relatively new genre of rock, I suppose.
So, how'd you like my performance? Did I dominate this little melon here, or what?
You both, you were definitely the show stealer, Itto. Paimon gave a very respectable performance.
Okay, Bullchugger, you got owned and you know it.
Oh, stop it, you two. I think both of you are sensational.
It was great. I hope we get more Paimon singing in the future. That was really good.
Here, here. Really mind-blowing stuff, guys.
And Max Middleton got to show off.
I call it a draw. You're very evenly matched.
You both handle different... Itto can handle the deep a lot better than you can. You got the highs.
You think? Okay, well, what about you, my compadre? Who do you think is the most rock and roll?
Anyway, nice weather we've been having lately.
Really? Do you really think that?
Ah, fine. My compadre wouldn't lie to me. I can handle the truth. Rock on, Mini Melon. Rock on.
Let's not argue anymore, shall we? Itto and Paimon, you both gave incredibly moving performances.
Oh god, there's the stupid Hino thing behind us still.
I owe you all an enormous debt of gratitude. Without your help, this music festival never would have happened.
Don't mention it, Jack Attack. Hey, if we hadn't met, I wouldn't even know what the spirit of rock and roll means.
The spirit of rock and roll? So, what does it mean? What does it mean for rock music to have a spirit?
It means you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. Just like me and Paimon.
Yeah, that's obviously not what it means.
That's
Mr.
pretty
Devonia,
close.
could you please
I'll take that
official
as a definition.
Someone needs to take this guy down a peg.
An official definition? I don't know that one exists. It's an emotional experience, as though you're hearing your own story speak to you through the music.
Funny you should say that. I was just thinking that the spirit of rock and roll is, well, like the Onikabuto in the song. Having the courage to grab life by the horns and survive against all the odds. Guess I have a better sense of rock and roll than I thought.
What about you, Yoimiya?
Oh, well, I thought it was gonna be all about that dog, but then the song didn't even mention it, so, was that supposed to be symbolic? Like, if the dog didn't exist, maybe the injured animals didn't either. If there was no injured animals, then that means there was no war, which means
What?
the world is at peace.
Oh, so for Yoimiya, the rock and roll spirit is all about world peace.
Shinobu, what about you?
Me? I I hadn't given it all that much thought. I was mostly worrying about whether those paper notes Boss threw into Tenshukaku are going to get him in trouble with the Tenryo Commission.
Oh, they will.
That must mean that for Shinobu, the rock and roll spirit is about keeping the Arataki gang safe.
Shinobu, seriously, you've got nothing to worry about. If the Raiden Shogun had seen any of those notes, she'd have come to join the party.
Paimon agrees that you don't need to worry. Otherwise, Heizo definitely would have arrested Itto by now. Wait, where is that guy anyway?
He was standing here like 10 seconds ago.
Where did me and Goro go?
Oh, Doshin Shikanoin had to run back to the station, so he didn't get the chance to say goodbye to you guys. But he did leave something for you. It's over there.
In that crate, way off in the distance under a
As for
lamppost.
the other two, they couldn't stick around because they had a government meeting to get to. They did ask me to pass on their regards, though.
The fact that these busy people all made time to attend the party is telling. Clearly, Itto wasn't exaggerating about the stature of the Arataki gang. Itto,
No, it's not gonna mean it just sees the value of the event.
It's been an honor to work with you.
Goro, I think, is trying to cover up the Miss Hina thing.
Well, Jack Attack, I can't take all the credit. Let's not forget the Traveler's part in all this.
Yeah, we did a lot of work, just like Shinobu.
A lot of people showed up because they knew he'd be here. If we do this again, we gotta make sure we find a way to get him on stage.
Ooh, that's true.
How's that sound, compadre? Get that rock and roll spirit ready, because next time it'll be your turn to rock our collective
Ooh.
socks off.
Everybody make a note about that. Let's get a Traveler to sing in the next event. That way we can have a Lumine and Aether cover of something. That way we'll have 6 different versions. Boy, I bet the studio isn't looking forward to that. Oh!
Your Excellency, I believe the Tenryo Commission detective is...
Don't worry about it, Goro. The Puppy Union was a joint venture between us and the Yashiro Commission. If we can maintain secrecy, then all the better for it. But that was never the main goal. We saved some lives, and that's what matters.
I was more worried about the potential impact on your reputation, Your Excellency. After all, some of the lives we've saved belong to the Shogunate.
People save... lives you save don't matter. Which side they're on.
If someone with an agenda finds out, it could cause an uproar.
Don't worry. There might be a way to make it work out in our favor.
Really? How?
Times have changed. We and Narukami Island are supposed to be working together now.
We could leverage it as a sign of communication.
So it's not necessarily
I'd be more worried
a bad
about the
thing if we
Kamisato
discover that we were
and
already
the Yashiro Commission
cooperating
taking
with
the bigger hit
Yashiro
than you.
Commission, even during the war.
I see.
Goro, if you want my opinion, you should be more concerned about Miss Hina than you are about this.
Miss Hina? What makes you say that?
I hear she works for That's Life magazine as well. She's young, popular, pretty, and she seems to be just as good at offering comfort to people in need as you are. So, it looks like you have some competition.
Understood, Your Excellency. I will work hard to stay ahead of the competition.
Oh my god, she did come. Oh, Yai's here.
I learned something new today. I never knew that the Hydro Nation's rock music had the power to stir up lightning.
Yeah, me neither.
Miko, a few days ago, some strange paper notes flew into Tenshukaku, demanding that I hand over the dog. So I am here to see what on earth it was all about.
You actually read those?
I just assumed you must have gotten yourself a pet puppy.
As it happens, I also received an invitation letter via Sarah. I've never heard the name Arataki before, but they must be one of my subjects, and so I thought, why not grant them their wish?
Oh, that's funny. Is A actually talking right now? Because it's not the voice that we usually hear for A. And also, on that note... Huh? Also, are we going to have to update Raiden Shogun's voice line for About Arataki Itto? For those who haven't heard it before, she just goes, who?
Ah, So you came here to make a little Oni's wish come true, hmm? So tell me, how do you plan to respond to the Fontanian musician? It sounded to me like his music was commenting on the war.
The war. I'm not sure we can give him the answer he would hope for. But if nothing else, I know that we must avoid another war at all costs. The people cannot be made to suffer like that again.
But what if the bigger war comes to pass? What then?
Oh shit, are we actually gonna foreshadow a war happening in Notland? Is that what this is doing?
If it cannot be avoided, then...
Is is Raiden Shogun gonna show up in Notland? That'd be weird.
I will have no choice but to fight.
I think they might be foreshadowing that happening later in the story. Take notes, Ashikai.
Well, if that day comes, I'm sure that everyone here tonight will fight by your side.
What a fitting conclusion. I'll just say about Fernand's holding back one thing. Please take it. Some light rock and roll lyrics. Final performance was something. Did you see it too? I thought there was room for improvement. I thought it went pretty well. To agree. I didn't think that rock and roll of this kind existed, even in a different form as sort of Fong Fong and I heard in Fontaine. Oh, I'd love to have some literature adjacent to the matter. Don't forget to drop by One Man Bookhouse more often when you got time. Alright.
Hey, Traveler. Thanks again for all your help. Everything went perfectly. I think I'm gonna stay here for a while and just enjoy the scenery.
You do you, Jack Attack.
Sure thing. Like I said, I'll be here for a while, so you know where to find me.
Okay, I'm not gonna go through the effort of finding all the hidden characters that they do during these silly events, because that's just too much work on my part. But we basically finished everything I planned on doing here, and an hour 30 is a decent amount of time for me to just call it there. And we get a crown for our troubles. So I look forward to the next event that we do. And as for the next thing we do on Genshin, it will probably be that world quest I skipped in 4.5, which I believe we have to start in... Which I believe we have to start by going to, the Steam Bird. If we talk to the Steam Bird, it'll start a world quest. That's what I've been told, so I haven't forgotten. It's just a matter of time. But before we go, we can always do one last thing that I said, because it interests me. What is this thingy up here? Drunken samurai with Tengu's nose.
Speed of light.
Leave it all to me.
Delve into destiny.
Let's just kill you real quick. Man, I need handguards. Who let the dogs out? It says up on the map. Oh shit, there's... I never noticed these stupid wormhole things. Alright, that's definitely a boss. How was I supposed to know that that's where this thing is? Oh god, we're locked in here. Well, I guess we're fighting it now.
Incoming.
Mysterious machine. It can reconfigure itself in various forms of battle. Perpetual mechanical array will enter an absolute defense state, which splits and summons several different kinds of rune sentinels. After defeating the enhanced rune sentinels, absolute defense state will be removed.
Transfixed.
Cut to the chase. Let me scry.
What is this thing doing? I don't like fighting bosses I've never fought before with Arlecchino in the team because I don't know how to dodge all of your moves yet.
Shadows of fate. Steady as stone.
Shouldn't be that hard. I need to fight bosses for my weeklies anyway.
Speed of light.
Overruled.
Decided by destiny.
Witness my rise.
Incoming. Don't blink. Hey. Yeah.
I think having an archer on the team is necessary for this.
Incoming.
Transfixed.
Let me leave my space. With sword comes shadow. I must leave no stone unturned. As a dutiful maid would.
Overruled.
Alright, let's just do as much damage as we can.
Transfixed.
Speed of light. Shadows of fate.
Alright. Just a little bit of a bonus for y'all. I never learned how to unlock this boss fight. I can now start building my Goro. I've just been sitting here at 40 for what felt like forever.
Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. Sometimes it means going on the attack.
Alright. I now have a slightly built Goro that I will continue to finish building at some point. How do I get out of here? There's an entire underground area here that I want to explore. And we're still under the over. How do I get out of here? Do I have to just warp? It's so weird. How do I get to this then? Oh, whatever. I guess we live here now. On that note, I'm going to start switching games. If you want to know when we're going to be playing next and when I'm going to be doing bonus content like this, best way to do that is to join the Discord.
In adventuring, as
So
in
we'll be
business,
back
you
very
always
shortly.
have to seize the opportunity while it's there.